Hey guys, so today we will be reviewing ExpressVPN. So for anyone who's been around, you'll know that ExpressVPN has been a major player in the VPN industry, but a lot has changed, and most notably ExpressVPN is being bought out and taken over by Cape Technologies, a conglomerate that also owns CyberGhost, Private Internet Access, ZenMate, and a collection of review websites. Our new ExpressVPN review will reveal if it's still worth considering. So let's get to it. First, we should point out that much has changed in the past year with ExpressVPN. We will discuss these changes in more detail, so let's get straight to it. There have also been some big changes with the VPN itself. For one, ExpressVPN has fully released the lightweight protocol, which is a new VPN protocol that promises faster speeds and upgraded security. ExpressVPN has also undergone some big security and infrastructure upgrades. However, we also see it falling behind in some areas, particularly when compared to other leading lightweight VPN services. Is ExpressVPN's pioneering new VPN protocol. Built for an always-on world, it makes your VPN experience speedier, more secure, and more reliable than ever. It's designed to be, say, light on its feet, lightweight, runs faster, uses less battery, and is easier to audit and maintain. With lightweight, you'll also be able to get connected to ExpressVPN more quickly, often in just a fraction of a second actually. It's secure and transparent. Lightweight uses Wolf SSL, whose well-established cryptography library has been extensively vetted by third parties, including against the FIPS 140-2 standard. We took a deep dive to examine and test every aspect of this VPN. So we've looked into how fast is ExpressVPN with the new lightweight protocol, and how does it compare to other VPN speeds. Do all of the ExpressVPN features and leak protection settings work correctly? Are the VPN apps secure and user-friendly? Can ExpressVPN unblock Netflix and other streaming services? And finally, is ExpressVPN worth the above average price? We purchased an ExpressVPN account and tested the VPN apps on both desktop and mobile operating systems to answer all the above questions and more. So here's a brief overview of our findings. The pros being secure and user-friendly VPN apps, strong encryption and security features, large and secure VPN server network, browser extensions, split tunneling, secure and reliable mobile apps, VPN router app, and the customer support was good, and the refund policy as well is very fair. To get to some of the cons that we found using this service, it's now owned by a conglomerate, Cape Technologies, which has a very bad track record of being involved in a spam malware campaign that affected many users. Maybe you guys are aware of this already. Secondly, they have above average prices, slow speeds with OpenVPN, and finally we found to be a con that fewer features that other leading VPNs have. Now let's dive in and examine the details and findings of this ExpressVPN review. Of course, we always start positive. We'll start with the pros. The secure and user-friendly VPN apps. ExpressVPN sets a high standard for security with all the VPN apps and infrastructure. The user-friendly lineup of apps have undergone intense scrutiny, with security audits performed by Cure53 and others. In short, you will find this VPN to be both secure and user-friendly. ExpressVPN offers apps for all major operating systems and platforms. So Windows version 10, 8, and 7, macOS, Linux, iOS, Android, routers, Chromebook, Amazon Kindle devices, Fire, and Nook. So I'm testing out the ExpressVPN Windows app for this review. You can see it has a clean and minimal design. Tapping the three lines in the top left corner over here of the VPN app opens up a new window with more features and settings that we'll discuss more right now. The ExpressVPN apps have always had an intuitive design and a simple layout. Many VPN apps are buggy and clunky, so there isn't much to complain about this. Now let's briefly talk about encryption and security features of ExpressVPN. Based on our tests and everything we analyzed for this ExpressVPN review, this VPN does not cut out any corners with security. And this is good, especially when you consider all of the security risks and attack vectors we've seen over the past year. ExpressVPN Encryption. The cipher, key, and authentication with ExpressVPN depend on the VPN protocol you have selected within the VPN app. With the OpenVPN and the IKE v2 protocols, ExpressVPN uses an AES 256 cipher. The lightweight protocol uses AES 256 GCM and a Poly 1305 ciphers to encrypt traffic. The AES 256 ciphers offer a very high level of encryption that is currently considered unbreakable. They also provide excellent performance, especially the lightweight VPN protocols. So ExpressVPN gives you the ability to select which VPN protocols you want to use directly in the apps. Below, you can see the available VPN protocols in the Windows client. With automatic enabled, ExpressVPN will select the best VPN protocol based on your network settings. I tested out OpenVPN UDP and lightweight UDP for this review. In my tests, lightweight was faster than OpenVPN by a large margin. If you want the best performance, then it would be a good idea to just use the lightweight. Notable findings that we found: kill switch for mobile devices. On mobile devices, ExpressVPN does not offer the official network lock feature, but it still has a kill switch to protect against traffic leaks. Android has the network protection option that functions as a kill switch and will block traffic when the connection drops. iOS has the auto connect feature that will also block traffic and automatically reconnect the VPN when your internet connection. Now let's also briefly talk about the kill switch and leak tests. ExpressVPN refers to the kill switch as the network lock. The network lock feature will keep your data secure by blocking all traffic if the VPN connection drops. This ensures every data packet remains encrypted and secure, with your real IP address hidden at all times. The network lock feature is currently available in the following apps: Windows, macOS, Linux, routers. Below, you can also see a screenshot of the ExpressVPN's network lock feature under the general settings in the Windows app. In our tests for this review, the network lock feature worked well on Windows and macOS operating systems. It effectively blocked traffic when the VPN connection dropped or was interrupted. A good VPN kill switch or network lock in this review is important to keep your data secure if your connection drops for any reason. Most VPNs offer this feature, but in many cases, it does not work well. I also ran the ExpressVPN app through some basic VPN tests to identify any potential issues or problems. The main testing site I used was browserleaks.com. You can see that the IPv4 addresses matches up with the server location, with the IPv6 address being blocked. The DNS leak test shows that ExpressVPN servers are handling all the DNS requests. We didn't find any leaks. And I also ran the ExpressVPN Mac OS app and also the Android app through the same leak tests. As with previous tests, no leaks were found. So as you can see, there are no issues with leaks regarding WebRTC and DNS, which are extremely large and secure VPN server network. ExpressVPN offers a large selection of servers around the world with a very secure network setup. At the time of this review, ExpressVPN has about 160 VPN server locations in 94 countries. This includes a total of more than 3,000 VPN servers. Europe and North America have the best coverage, but they also offer a good selection of servers in South America, Africa, the Middle East, and the Asia Pacific region. This network size puts ExpressVPN about on par with all the other big VPNs, such as NordVPN and CyberGhost. The one big difference is that ExpressVPN relies on more virtual server locations. ExpressVPN is now only one of the handful of VPNs that run all servers in RAM disk mode. In other words, to simplify, ExpressVPN does not use any hard drives with its server network, but instead only RAM memory. This network security setup is referred to as the trusted server feature. The trusted server feature offers ExpressVPN users a higher level of security. With trusted server, ExpressVPN prevents the operating system and apps from ever writing to the hard drive. Instead, the server is run entirely on volatile memory or RAM. Since RAM requires power to store data, all information on a server is wiped out every time it's powered off and on again, stopping both data and potential intruders from persisting on the machine. Trusted server ensures that every one of ExpressVPN servers run the most up-to-date software. So each time a server starts up, it loads the latest read-only image containing the entire software stack, OS, and all. That means ExpressVPN knows exactly what's running on each server, minimizing the risk of vulnerabilities or misconfiguration, and dramatically improving VPN If you need security. A good VPN for Netflix, sadly, you must look elsewhere. I decided to test out ExpressVPN's ability to unblock the US and UK Netflix libraries. In our test for this review, Express does not work well with Netflix on a consistent basis. Unfortunately, all of the Express servers I tried seemed to be blocked by Netflix. This resulted in Netflix only showing the Netflix originals, but not being able to access country-specific Netflix libraries. For example, I tested out US Netflix, and I was blocked. The support person I chatted with also confirmed ExpressVPN's difficulty in accessing Netflix. When you try, you will get the annoying Netflix proxy error message. Later on, we will also make a video on the best VPN options for streaming on Netflix. So stay tuned to that. That will be very interesting. I also need to warn you, there is something you should definitely keep in mind when it comes to streaming. This is very important. It's always a cat and mouse game between the VPN providers and the VPN streaming platforms, because Netflix blocks the VPN servers and Express circumvents these blocks again. It's an ongoing struggle for any VPN at the moment, and it's not a dedicated issue to ExpressVPN. Netflix and other streaming services are cracking down so hard on VPNs that some providers even drop Netflix support entirely because of how annoying it is, and it's also costly to always swap servers and more for VPNs. This is sadly the case nowadays, so you can never be sure when things will work or not. Now let's also briefly talk about mobile apps and the split tunneling feature. ExpressVPN offers a split tunneling feature with their applications for Windows, Mac, Android, and routers. A split tunneling VPN also allows you to select which apps will go through the VPN tunnel and which can bypass the VPN to the regular unencrypted internet. This feature can be found in the settings area of the VPN client. By default, all traffic and applications are routed through the VPN. In the settings, you can also select 3 different options. All apps use the VPN. Do not allow selected apps to use the VPN. And finally, only allow selected apps to use the VPN. If you click the second or third options, a pop-up window appears allowing you to select the specific apps. This is also really useful with routers because it allows you to select specific devices and or websites to bypass the VPN. The ExpressVPN mobile apps I tested on Android and iOS performed very well. Android users will be very happy to hear this, and they can take advantage of the Lightwave protocol with the latest Android app release. This offers some advantages to mobile users. These advantages would be seamless transition between different networks without your VPN connection dropping, faster download speeds, better reliability, and improved battery life. Legacy protocols, particularly OpenVPN, simply do not perform well on mobile devices. Lightwave solves these problems. And one more thing to note, Lightwave is available for both Android and iOS mobile devices, as well as many other operating systems. Next up in this ExpressVPN review, we will look at some drawbacks, some cons of using ExpressVPN. First off, ExpressVPN is now owned by a conglomerate, Cape Technologies. In September 2021, not too long ago, we learned that ExpressVPN was in the process of being bought out by Cape Technologies. Cape Technologies was formerly called Crossrider. Crossrider produced a browser development platform which third parties used to infect devices with malware. Crossrider shut down its development platform in 2016, began purchasing VPNs in 2017, and changed its name to Cape Technologies in 2018. Cape Technologies owns CyberGhost, Private Internet Access, ZenMate VPN, and now also ExpressVPN. Cape also owns VPN review websites that rank its holdings in the top spot. Many people have voiced their concerns about the acquisition and intention to find a new VPN after the buyout plans were announced in September of 2021. While ExpressVPN is now owned by Cape Technologies, only time will tell how this affects the VPN. But it doesn't look good at all, guys. We will keep an eye out on the situation and do what we do by updating this ExpressVPN review with our observations. This is a major downside to using ExpressVPN. Some other additional findings that we found. Over the past few years, we have frequently connected Cape Technologies, which was formerly CrossRider, with malware distribution. Why did we do this? Well, there are numerous outlets and security experts that discussed the problems and removal techniques of CrossRider malware and adware. CrossRider created monetization options which were used by ad injectors, effectively intercepts users' traffic to inject content, namely those irritating adverts and pop-ups that seem to come out of nowhere. Everybody knows those. Media rightly jumped on the report, highlighting the companies named as the top ad injectors. What went unnoticed until now is that most of the searchable organizations involved in this potentially dangerous business are based in Israel. They also happen to have links to the nation's military and its top signals intelligence agency, the Israeli equivalent of the NSA. Various third parties used CrossRider's platform for bad practices. Always malware. While CrossRider created tools for software developers and ad injectors, these tools were also useful to bad actors. We see a few examples of this on Herd Protect, which is a malware scanning platform. We also see Brian Krebs, the renowned cybersecurity expert, further clarifying how the CrossRider platform was used by third parties for malicious endeavors. So CrossRider shuts down the platform and rebrands the business. In September 2016, CrossRider officially announced that it was shutting down entirely. The following year, in 2017, we see that the business pivoted to an entirely different niche, online privacy and security. The purchase of CyberGhost in 2017 kicked off this strategy, followed by the name change to Cape Technologies. Conclusion, why this is important. For starters, it is clear that CrossRider provided a platform that was used by ad injectors. However, it also appears that CrossRider's development platform was used by third parties to spread malware. Getting the details correct is also important because it helps people decide whether or not to trust a business that offers privacy tools. And with trust being a huge consideration, it's important to focus on verifiable facts. Given everything we learned in our research, we can conclude that CrossRider created a development platform which was used for many different purposes, both good and bad. CrossRider offered monetization options with its platform and was used by major ad injectors. Third parties also used Crossrider's platform for malware distribution. Crossrider completely shut down the program in 2016, changed out the company's leadership, and pivoted to the privacy and security niche. In 2018, Crossrider changed its name to Cape Technologies. Now that Cape is a big player in the VPN industry, hopefully this review can help people who are considering whether or not to use Cape's products. These products now include ExpressVPN, Private Internet Access, CyberCoast, and ZenMate VPN. Personally, if you ask me, I simply cannot trust a company like this. I mean, come on. They are just buying VPN providers left and right, and we're supposed to think everything is all safe and good under this new leadership. Come on. Yeah, right. Another noteworthy drawback with ExpressVPN is the performance issues we found with the OpenVPN protocol. The OpenVPN protocol is still the most widely used protocol with VPN services and offers security and typically good performance. OpenVPN is also open source and trusted by many users and organizations. So we ran speed tests using OpenVPN protocol with ExpressVPN on a 500 Mbps connection. The results were not very good. ExpressVPN server in Seattle with the OpenVPN protocol was the slowest. This is really slow considering my baseline of 500 Mbps and the fact that OpenVPN speeds can often get about 200 to 300 Mbps. Next up was an ExpressVPN server in Los Angeles. While this is slightly better than the previous server in Seattle, it is still far slower than it should be. We should be getting speeds of well over 100 Mbps with the OpenVPN protocol. It's clear that ExpressVPN is struggling with OpenVPN speeds. This could be problematic for people who opt for the OpenVPN as their primary VPN protocol. There is also another alternative, and that is just to use the Lightway protocol. And with Lightway, ExpressVPN beats out many other VPN services. I also ran some tests of the Lightway on a Mac OS computer with a 500 Mbps connection. Here were some results with US servers. As you can see, Lightway speeds are much better than OpenVPN. While Lightway is faster than OpenVPN, we still see that it's not quite as fast as other VPNs. Now, let's get to talk about torrenting. Many VPNs restrict or limit torrenting on their network. With ExpressVPN, torrenting is allowed without any restriction or limitations. There are 4 factors that make ExpressVPN a good choice for torrenting. First, high performance premium server network with exceptionally fast speeds and great reliability. Secondly, overseas jurisdiction that is not subject to DMCA requests or copyright violation demands. As you know, ExpressVPN is located in the British Virgin Islands, which ignores DMCA requests. Then we have no bandwidth limitations or traffic restrictions. So, above average pricing. Let's talk pricing. Another drawback with ExpressVPN is that it is more expensive than many rival VPN services, but also not the most expensive VPN. So let's get that out there as well. In short, this is not a cheap VPN. With the regular pricing, the cheapest you can get ExpressVPN for is $8.32 per month. Or if you want to pay all at once, you're looking at $99.95 for a 1-year lump sum. While ExpressVPN is more expensive than some other rivals, namely NordVPN and Surfshark, the key question is value, or what you get for your money. In terms of value, ExpressVPN has a lot to offer, as you can see with all the pros we've went through above. Based on the results and information in this review, these are the factors that make ExpressVPN stand out from other options. Faster speeds with the lightweight protocol, secure and reliable apps with strong encryption and built-in leak protection, and the live chat support. However, there are some major drawbacks, like being recently acquired by Cape Technologies and their shady past, which we've revealed before. That's bad news for any VPN provider. While support with larger VPN services can sometimes be a hit or miss, ExpressVPN seems to be doing quite well with the live chat support. I tested out the support repeatedly for this ExpressVPN review. I annoyed those agents, and in all of my interactions, I found the support department to be prompt, knowledgeable, and extremely polite. So you can get access to 24/7 live chat support directly through their website in the bottom right corner. And in all of my chat sessions, I connected with a representative in under a minute, so no annoying long delays. And the live chat support is definitely a plus if you need help setting up the VPN, or your devices have specific issues, or if you have specific questions that are not answered on the website. The overall support from ExpressVPN live chat is tremendous. Another great benefit with ExpressVPN is that it offers one of the longest refund windows in the industry. With all VPN subscriptions, even the 1-month plan, you get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. If you are not 100% satisfied with your VPN subscription, you can cancel on a 30-day for a full refund, no questions asked. So this is pretty stellar. So now let's get to the conclusion, guys. Is ExpressVPN worth it? We live in a world of heightened risk where our data is often targeted by various third parties and hackers. This can ultimately result in identity theft, having our devices hacked, or simply getting bombarded with targeted ads. A good VPN helps you take back control over your data. As we can see with the test results in this ExpressVPN review, this is an overall good service. However, we think ExpressVPN is simply not worth it because it's now acquired by Cape Technologies. This is major bad news, and we simply cannot overlook that. This is a fact that we cannot overlook. However, if you don't care about any of that and only care about the speed features, then give it a shot. It's definitely not being recommended by us, though. So, that's it for this review, guys. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.